Good afternoon, Christine Regan Lake here. Hope all is well. So today I wanted to talk to you about the 6 human needs. Now, when I started learning about the 6 human needs, it was awesome because I started to understand, what our drivers are in certain scenarios. So let me just share with you what they are. So there are 6 human needs, and there are 4 of the personality or ego and 2 of the spirit. So the first 4 of the personality are the need for love and connection, the need for significance, the need for certainty, the need for uncertainty, and then the 2 needs of the spirit are the need for growth and contribution. So those are the 6. So it's love and connection, significance, certainty, uncertainty, growth, and contribution. Okay, so how does this all work, right? So in terms of the needs of the personality is love and connection. It's part of our hardwiring that we need to feel love and connection. It is a primary driver. Without that, you've heard the stories about little babies that weren't held who die and things like that. So absolutely, love and connection to other human beings is a vital need for a healthy human being, a healthy psyche, a fulfilled human being. So the need for love and connection. The next one is the need for significance, right? So this is part of our ego, right? So it is important for us as individuals to feel significance. Now, how can you get that significance? There's lots of ways you can get it, right? So you can get your significance by being someone like Tim Ballard, who, and I'm not saying this is his driver, but his driver is probably from love and connection, for humanity. But so Tim Ballard is the founder of Operation Underground Railroad, and he rescues children from the human trafficking. But to be absolutely clear, his work on this planet is significance, and I'm sure that his personality and stuff is being, just as part of his mission, it's such a significant mission, and that's part of what he's doing, that absolutely feeds his significance. It also feeds his love and connection. You don't rescue children, from human trafficking without a deep and huge love in your heart, right? So that's feeding his love and connection, and it's also feeding, his ego's need for significance. Anything that what we do, makes, you can either, or significance, you could also get it in a negative way, which would be someone who might be a criminal who feels insignificant and doesn't feel like they have their voice. All of a sudden you take out a gun and you put a gun in someone's face. All of a sudden now you're pretty significant. All of a sudden you're a really important person. So you can either get your need for significance filled through service to others in a positive way, or you can get your significance in a negative way with a gun or being violent or something like that. So we can meet these needs either positively or negatively. So the growth, need for love and contribution, and then significance. So the next one is certainty. So for a healthy psyche to be sustaining and happy or whatever, a certain degree of certainty is required, because if your entire life is one big question mark in every single direction, and there's nothing that you can count on, that is going to trigger massive fight or flight in your system, in your nervous system, in your body, in your psyche, whatever. So everyone needs a certain degree of certainty. How people get that, different people get it different ways. So a quick easy example is people who have OCD, right? This obsessive need to clean and organize. Okay, what need that is meeting is the need for certainty. If I take this time and I organize my entire environment and make it absolutely pristine, I know exactly where everything is, that feeds deeply my need for certainty and to feel that I have a certain level of control over my environment, and that soothes that part of them. Now, the next need is the need for uncertainty. If every single day you woke up and your entire day was just laid out for you exactly like the one before, and every day in front of you was the same, you would lose your mind. The human psyche has a certain need for variety. right, for that need for uncertainty, to not really know what's going to happen, right? So there's different ways that you can meet that need for uncertainty. You could go skydiving, you could go, bungee jumping, you could sign up for some new adventure to travel around the world where you don't know what you're getting into. Or negatively, you could go have an affair, right? So you're in your marriage, you're kind of bored, it's not as exciting as it used to be, you're not feeling special, your need for significance isn't being filled because like babies need to be fed and the romance has kind of fallen out of your relationship. But oh, if I go out and have an affair, well, now I'm meeting my need for uncertainty. It's also meeting my need for significance. And what's really interesting is that if you find any activity that actually meets 3 of these needs, you will become addicted to it. So the need for significance, the need for variety, drugs. So it could, if I take a drug, then I am absolutely certain that it's going to give me variety. It's going to make me feel significant. It's going to move all these things away from me, whatever. If I you can become addicted to being a victim mentality, right? So I'm going to be a victim and I'm going to play the pity card all the time. Well, okay, so now I become addicted to that attention. So I am absolutely certain if I play the victim card, I'm going to get love and connection from my family because they feel bad for me because I'm a victim. I'm certain that it works because I've done it over and over and over again. And it provides me a variety, like depending upon how I choose to be that, create that victim story. Well, now it's kind of like, okay, well, who knows, how this is going to spin out of control, and I can kind of embrace these negative victim mentality behaviors and things like that. So it's just good to understand these things. And what's interesting is that the more you understand these the human needs, you will be able to see clearly when someone is like, say, trying to violate your boundaries. You'll see specifically which need they're trying to meet in them by violating your boundaries, right? So, they're violating your boundaries because they have a need to feel significant, and so, they're guilting you and all this other stuff. They're trying to meet their need for significance. Okay, so what are the 2 needs for the spirit, right? So the love and connection, significance, certainty, and uncertainty are all for like the personality and the ego. The ego, the psyche, needs those 4 things to feel healthy, balanced, nourished, and to feel that it's getting what it needs. It's getting its food, right? But there are 2 needs of the spirit, which is different. So the need of the spirit, our spiritual self, is the need for growth and contribution. And so on a spiritual level, if you are not growing and you are not contributing to other people, to other people's lives, to humanity, society, whatever, you're not going to feel fulfilled. It's just how we're built. And this has gone back, they've known about this for decades. So, when you are actively growing and feeling like you're progressing and you're elevating yourself intellectually, spiritually, economically, physically, whatever, when you know that you are making progress and you wake up each day and you're like, yeah, I feel like I'm a better, stronger person than I was yesterday. I'm wiser, kinder, more aware, more conscious. That makes you feel good. That feeds your spiritual self. And the other is contribution. That if it's all about you, that's really flat. And that there is deep, deep fulfillment in serving others. And that's where the contribution is, where you are contributing beyond yourself. You are contributing to people who, don't have to pay, aren't going to pay you back. You're just contributing because you are using your energy, your resources, your intelligence, your compassion, your kindness to serve others. And when you do that, when you contribute to others, you nourish your spiritual self. So those are the 6 human needs. I hope that you found value in that. I encourage you to further explore them and learn about them and kind of get clear on, how you meet your needs within those and discover if any of them are healthy or unhealthy. Because, all of this stuff just makes us stronger and wiser about how we're living our lives and how we can tweak things to go to the next level. So anyway, I hope you found value. Have a great day, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks. Bye.